Good evening and welcome to Paradise TV News in English. I am Lamin Fall. But first, a look at the headlines. Police force is happy with the decision to hand over presidential security to them. Director General of National Library is not happy with reading habits among Gambians. In business, popcorn business is booming in the Gambia. In sports, Tom Seinfeld has been unveiled as the new coach for the Scorpions of Gambia, while on the international front, some Cameroonian soldiers have been arrested over some killings which rocked social media a few weeks ago.
You're watching Paradise TV, and now the news in detail.
The decision of the presidency to hand over the presidential security detail to the police has been welcomed by the force, as they say they have been given their rightful duties. The military has since the coup d'etat in 1994 been responsible for the security of the presidency, but President Adama Barrow last week handed over the task to the police administration. Speaking to Paradise TV on the task for them, Deputy PRO of the police, ASP Fode Konta, says they have only been given their job to do. Binta Jame has more.
After the 22nd July 1994 coup d'etat that brought former President Yahya Jammeh to power, the security of the presidency has been in the hands of the military. This arrangement saw them take over every aspect of security wherever the president goes. Some organizations and individuals raise concerns over that, with some saying it creates an atmosphere of fear for the presidency. A year and 7 months after taking over as president, Adama Barrow has handed over the presidential security to the Gambia Police Force. This development is welcome news to them, and Deputy Public Relations Officer ASP Fode Konta says their job has been given back to them.
This is just reclaiming back what belongs to us, because initially or anywhere in the world, the security of the president, the security of the presidency and internal security entirely lies in the hands of the police. This is how it has been happening, and this is how it happens all over the world. Just that there was a time when the 1994 coup d'etat came up, the military came in, seized the government, and the security, internal security was partly in their hands, including the security of the presidency. But now that we are in a democracy, that responsibility has shifted back to the police, which rightfully belongs to them.
For Paradise TV News, I am Binta Jam.
14 residents of Birkama have been arrested by police for their involvement in the attack launched against the station in that area. According to Deputy Police Public Relations Officer Fode Konta, the arrested persons are currently in custody. He spoke to Paradise TV.
Yes, that investigation is almost concluded. This is why the matter or the file was sent to prosecution, then to the courts. There at the court, the suspect is remanded. And not only the suspect, but the people who participated in the vandalization of the Birkama police station were also arrested. If you can recall, in one of my interviews, I stated that those people are under our radar, but it wasn't right time to take action at that material time. But when the time comes, we will act. And we have acted. We've arrested 14 of them, and they are all facing charges.
The Director General of the National Library and Service Authority, Mrs. Matilda Johnson, is worried at the poor reading habits among the citizenry. Expressing this worry in an exclusive interview with Paradise TV, Mrs. Johnson says the advent of social media and other factors is a major cause of the phenomenon.
I can say it's very poor. Gambians don't read. Normally, you would find students coming here. It's a pity because the schools have closed, exams are over. But if you had been here like 2 weeks before now, this place is jam-packed because they're always looking for a study space, somewhere to sit and read and study and maybe have group discussions. But apart from that, for them just to walk into the library, register to become a member, pick up maybe 2 books to take home to read, or just come in and read newspapers, you hardly find them doing that. They don't read at all. I don't want to say the culture, because in our time we read, and we read a lot. I don't want to blame the culture, although people are saying, no, it's an oral culture, that's why people don't read. I don't think so. I believe that it's because we're in the modern age, that now everybody has got a mobile or Android phone, that you can download things on your phone, you can read from your phone. Maybe they think it's not necessary for them to come to the library and pick up a book. But I would think that they are making a big mistake, because you cannot exchange books for anything else. For example, we are sitting in the reference section. There's a lot you can learn from this section. You have access to knowledge for the whole world. I can say it is here. You cannot only depend on your school textbooks. You need to have supplementary reading, and that is what our children lack. Even the teachers, most of them need to go beyond the textbooks. Come here, pick up books so that you can encourage your students to come to the library. We had a teacher who brought a group of students here because he gave them an assignment, and they had to come to the library to look for the answer. Now, if we have a lot more of those teachers, I'm sure our students will be doing well. Nobody lives in Banjul anymore. If we had a good library complex in the combos, I believe we will have a lot of students, not only students, even working people come there and sit and read. I am appealing to them. I'm appealing to the parents. Encourage your children to read. When they have birthdays, when they have anniversaries, when you want to give them presents, please buy a book. I mean, as young as 3 years of age, start giving them books, not giving them toys to play with. Give them books so that they grow up and learn, to use books and to see the benefits of books. And again, I'm appealing again to the authorities, to our ministry, to National Assembly, to everybody out there. Please assist us, because we need to move from this place. We need to go to the combos, somewhere which is accessible to everybody, where we can have space for a good library complex, something we will be proud of and leave for the next generations to come. Because I believe that once you have a good library, then the standard of education, the standard, not only education, but reading. Because for you to have, a good result in any of the other subjects, you need to know English. Nowadays, the English results are so poor. So if you read, the more you read, the more you'll be able to know words, to know the meaning of words, to know how to construct sentences, how to put together your reports, and all those things. So I am just appealing to everybody out there. Please, please come to the library, become a member, pick up a book, read, because reading is knowledge, and reading is power.
Farmers in Ibo Town are not happy with the rains that have hit the country in recent times. They say their farms are inundated with water, which is more than what their crops require. Faith Eme has more.
Rainfall is seen as a blessing to farmers, but farmers at Ibo Town, a suburb of the Kanifi municipality, are worried about the heavy rain already hitting the country. The farmers say their crops are getting more water than they need. Apart from the farmers, residents in the area are also worried about the annual floodings they face.
During the dry season, there are less issues, but during the rainy season, we encounter a lot of problems. Our roads are not good because the rain destroys a lot of things. When it rains, you will think the area is a river or stream. When it rains, the water moves to the farm, affecting the farmer's crop. I'm also appealing to the government to come to our rescue.
The rain is heavy. It has cracked my wall. I am so sure if the rain continues, my building will be affected. This is a very serious issue. I have called someone to help me fill up hole because of the rain. I am appealing for the government to come to our aid, especially our roads. According to them, each year their homes get flooded as well as roads, and houses are cracked due to rain. Some residents who spoke to Paradise TV say it is difficult getting out of their homes after each rain. Faith Eme reporting for Paradise TV News.
Now let's do some business stories. Snacks come in different forms. While some people will prefer munching on pies, others want to eat some sandwiches. However, another group will prefer looking for popcorn. The craze for this delicacy is growing gradually in the country, with more people making it their preferred companion in terms of what to eat as snacks. Mami Sedikan reports.
This specific breed of maize, called popcorn, is seeing its rise in the Gambia. Both the young and old queued virtually on a daily basis to vendors to consume grams of popcorn on average. These vendors, who sell popcorn on roadside using cast iron drums with kernels sealed inside, usually attract a good number of locals who have it for breakfast, while others during leisure time to keep their mouths busy on their usual domestic chores. This has seen the sale of crunchy, caramel and salt-free varieties skyrocket along the streets of the Greater Banjul area. So, what's the secret behind this large turnout of customers buying this snack food? Hadi, why do you like eating popcorn?
Because I like it.
You like it? Why do you like it?
Because it's sweet.
Because it's sweet.
Yeah.
How often do you buy popcorn?
When I am going to school. And after school I buy.
Samba, why do you like eating popcorn?
Popcorn because it's sweet. Because when I buy it, I eat it, I used to feel myself. It is sweet. That's why I used to like to buy it.
So how often do you buy it?
After school, when I'm going home, I used to buy every day. So I take it from her, I go and give my brother. My brother also, he like popcorn. That's why I used to buy it. I eat after I go and give my brother also.
Speaking to the vendors on the business, they said that the business is profitable and the recent sales has been encouraging.
Actually, when I came to the country, I was trying to look for what I will use and help myself out. I came in conclusion with this business. You know, this is a stepping stone to me being in Gambia. You know, so that is why I'm just doing it for the meantime. Benefit is not that much, but we are just managing with it for the meantime. I have a lot of customers, you know, like offices, my students, you know, with St. Teresa students, they are my regular customers, you know. I don't do without them, you know.
Popcorn is having a bit of a moment as a healthy food. While you might think of its salty, buttery snack for special occasions, marketers have made their places a fertile ground for customers due to its low content in fat and salt for consumers who enjoy most of its milky taste. However, research has shown that eating popcorn doesn't only help in digestion but also for a healthy immune system. Reporting for Paradise TV News, I am Mami Sedikan.
The new taxes are to help raise more revenue as Ghana struggles to mobilize enough money for development projects.
Ghana's government has imposed new taxes on luxury cars with capacity of 3.0 liters and above. The new taxes are to help raise more revenue as Ghana struggles to mobilize enough money for developmental projects. The Finance Minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, told Parliament on Thursday that imposition of luxury vehicle tax of 1,000 Ghana cedi to 2,000 Ghana cedi will not affect commercial vehicles. The government is also increasing taxes on high-income earners. Workers who earn from $2,100 and above will also pay a rate of 35% on their salary per month. Ofori-Atta says efforts are ongoing to ensure that Ghanaians comply with tax measures, so all taxes due will be collected by the states.
We now take a break and return with sports and international news.
Cuune Bakachulas di programme jongante dam bilen Paradise TV indil juróom ñetti bawda rek leen soxla ci ñeneenti gox yi di Banjul KMC Sukuta ak Brikama ñi bàyyeekoo ci Kampe Grand Place yi ak Vuu yi ngir ñu tànne ci juróomi gox yi kan moo ci doon seen bawda ku bëgg a bokk ci pox mi koolal 313-8070 wala 2092-110 Paradise TV ak Cuune Bakachulas.
Welcome to Gusto, the new Italian restaurant in Kululi, next to Aquarius nightclub and El Sol restaurant. At Gusto, you will love the authentic thin crust pizza, our homemade pastas, and many other Italian specialities. Sit at the bar and enjoy the lounge atmosphere, our superb cocktails, and a full range of drinks. Every Friday at Gusto is pizza and grill night for $600 is per person only. A rich buffet of salads, meats and fish from the grill, and our long selection of pizzas. Every evening is happy hour on cocktail and drinks from 6 to 8 p.m. Gusto, your Italian restaurant in the Gambia, open every evening except Tuesday. Contact us on 632-0000 for your reservations or check us out on www.gustogambia.com. Facebook and Instagram is Gusto Gambia Restaurant.
The Sports News is brought to you in association with Bell Aqua.
Welcome back. It's now time for sports, and Babukar C joins me in the studio. Welcome, Babukar.
Thank you very much, Lamin Fall. Well, 16 schools on Friday received football materials from GT Bank in preparation for the Principal's Cup tournament for senior secondary schools. Mariama Bojang has more.
The new coach's salary will not be revealed to the public for reasons best known to them, but he is tasked to lead the Scorpions for 9 months with the target of qualifying the country for her first appearance to the Africa Cup of Nations. Tom Saintfaith has a vast knowledge of the Gambian national team and said his dream was to one day coach the Gambia, which has now turned to reality.
Contact with Idrissa Sonko, with Ibu Silla, who were playing in Belgium that period, and at that time we were already talking about my ambition to coach once the Scorpions. It's fantastic for me to say so many years later I have the opportunity to be here. In 2010 I was here as coach of Namibia. We lost as Namibians that time against a very strong Gambia. I was impressed about the team, but I was even more impressed about the fans. It was a fantastic atmosphere in the stadium. I could notice that this country has a lot of potential. Since a few months I was preparing myself to be ready if the task would come, if the availability would be there, to be ready. So I know all the players playing in Europe, but also in Africa and in Gambia. We had already the last days, hours discussions together with Mr. Ndong and even also with the rest of the coaching team. And we're going to face a difficult task, but I think that Algeria will think exactly the same about Gambia. We're going to prepare the coming days our philosophy. We're going to think what could be the best strategy, formation to compete to get a decent result against Algeria.
Tom Saintfaith was involved in 12 different assignments within 8 years, a record that is questioned by many. But with his readiness to guide the Scorpions, to guide them to glory, Gambians can't wait to see him in the touchline come September against Algeria.
Well, we apologize for that wrong insert. That has to do with the unveiling of the Gambia Senior Scorpions' new coach, Tom Saintfaith, who is tasked to qualify the country or take up the country in the next qualifiers coming. His contract will last for 9 months, according to the football officials. Now we bring you the insert of the ceremony that was done at the Independence Stadium today when GT Bank, of course, decorated schools that are preparing for the Principal's Cup on Monday.
The qualified schools are Bottrop Senior Secondary School, both male and female, Tahir Senior Secondary School, both male and female, Kabafita, Kotu, Bakote, Bansang, Nasir and Esau on the male category. On the female category, Mindau, Muslim, Gambia Senior Secondary School, Tahir, Amitage, Nyakoi and Sita Nunku Senior Secondary School. Speaking at the presentation ceremony, the president of the Secondary School Football Association, Ismail Sise, thanked GT Bank for their continuous support in his association, whilst challenged the schools to give out their best, as this competition is now the scouting venue for the next talents of the country's football development.
Hopefully, if you do better in the finals, you might be picked up by some of the big clubs and even GFF, who is trying to recruit the under-17 both boys and girls. So you are the right players with the right age, who can be picked up or identified in order to be part of the national team. We want the Gambia to qualify to be part of the African Cup of Nations. We want the Gambia to be part of the World Cup. And of course, we have to support the grassroots sports in order for the country to move up. If we don't support the grassroots sports, definitely it will be very much difficult for us to reach there. So GT Bank, you are one of the kind, or one of the leading institutions who is definitely out there to support this national agenda.
The championship will kick off on Monday, July 23rd to the 29th of July 2018 at the Independence Stadium. For the news, I am Mariama Boja.
Well, from school football, we head to the international scenes. Liverpool has made Romas Alisson the world's most expensive goalkeeper by inking a 6-year deal worth 7.2 million euros. More on that story.
The Reds have not revealed how much they have paid for the Brazil #1, but Roma said the deal is worth up to 72.5 million euros. In terms of my life and my career, it's a huge step for me being part of this club and this family, said the 25-year-old Alisson. He has been at Roma for 2 years, playing 37 Serie A games in the 2017-2018 season. Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp said he has signed a real personality. At one point in the last few weeks, it came up, the opportunity to sign one of the world's best goalkeepers, he added. The owners were quite excited, so we did it. Alisson said that the move was a dream come true and revealed that Liverpool forward Mohamed Salah, who he used to play at Roma, has sent him a message before he completed the move to Anfield. The English Premier League record for goalkeeper is at 40 million euros. Manchester City paid Benfica for Ederson in June 2017.
Well, to remind you that the sports is brought to you by Bell Aqua. That's all for this person. Back to you, Lamin.
Thank you very much, Babakar. Interesting reports there.
Please.
We've seen that prices for goalkeepers is getting higher by the day.
Oh, yes.
As it was not the case before. Why do you think the sudden change is happening?
I can tell you, teams then only rely on players, and particularly goal poachers like the Cristianos, the Messis, the Neymars. But there's come a time that they realize that goalkeepers are very important in the game, and every big team now wants to get the best goalkeeper. And Liverpool signing, breaking the record to sign a goalkeeper of this magnitude is not a surprise to me. You've seen what happens to them in the Champions League. Well, when their goalkeeper, unfortunately, wasn't on a very bad day for him, let 2 goals in. So I'm not surprised that they're, breaking the banks to go into him, Alisson, who is the Brazil's goalkeeper. The World Cup recently ended, and it's not a surprise. Real Madrid are chasing Manchester United's goalkeeper. The list goes on. A lot of big teams now want to get into the market and get a good goalkeeper for the season.
So you're saying Alisson is the best goalkeeper in the world now?
He's one of the best goalkeepers, honestly, apart from Neuer and David De Gea. Oh yes.
Well, we understand that a referee from Africa, Malang Jaju, has resigned. And we only have 2 top referees that made it to the World Cup this year. Do you think we'll have their replacement anytime soon?
Well, the news came to me as a shock. Malang Jaju, he's the finest performer as far as the World Cup 2018 Russia is concerned. All eyes were on Gambia's Papa Gassama, but the unfortunate incident of one of his assistants that was involved in the Anas case, saw Malang going on to officiate 3 games, and even went to officiate as a 4th official in the how to call it, the 3rd place game. So we were expecting him to continue, perhaps maybe till 2019, but we've quoted him saying that he could have continued, but he decided to rest and start to prepare another Malang, from Senegal, and I think that's a very good idea. These were the 2 top referees in Africa, Papa Gassama and Malang Jaju. Now the question is, when will we have a replacement of these 2? But I can tell you,
think that will be as a question?
Honestly, to have these 2, from the level that they've, since 2008, I can tell you, they've been at the top of their level. It's very difficult. But again, as they said, they want to train and have, other people that will be at the same level. Right. Let's see what happens. But I'm sure there are young ones that are ready to reach where these 2 have reached.
Oh, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure. Okay. It's a pleasure.
We'll now do international news.
Has happened.
will happen, may happen, is happening. Let us know. Send an email to info@ptv.gm or call us 611-1666. Paradise TV, reflecting Gambia.
Cuune Bakachulas di programme jongante dam bilen Paradise TV indil juróom ñetti bawda rek lañ soxla ci ñeneenti gox yi di Banjul KMC Sukuta ak Brikama ñi bàyyeekoo ci Kampe Grand Place yi ak Vuu yi ngir ñu tànne ci juróomi gox yi kan moo ci doon seen bawda ku bëgg a bokk ci pox mi koolal 313-8070 wala 2092-110 Paradise TV ak Cuune Bakachulas.
Iko ako asiatale barka kibaro kende mamoy kibaro seno kibaro koyo ay senema lew Paradise TV jibe kaba somanda talantan nin killing kada talantan nin fula haka ba suso anin saligen ka kibaro jaba ko sowoto nyoto ay senema ya faham woto ite nte anite fana akafu nyoma kaje ko kayin programo jibe be fasa ral fanan killa pour kana ke blodi nyum programo
has happened, will happen, may happen, is happening. Let us know. Send an email to info@ptv.gm or call us 611-1666. Paradise TV, reflecting Gambia.
And on the international front, the President of the Democratic Republic of Congo, Joseph Kabila, has kept his country guessing on what his political plans are 5 months ahead of crucial elections in that country.
In a State of the Nation speech that had sparked intense speculation of an announcement, Kabila vowed to stand by the 23rd December date for the poll and unequivocally respect the Constitution. But in a long speech enumerating his government's policy, Kabila did not spell out whether he will seek a new term in office. The opposition reacted angrily to the speech. Kabila has been at the helm of the largest country in sub-Saharan Africa since 2001. He was just 29 when he took over as president from his father, Laurent Desire Kabila, who was assassinated by a bodyguard. Dozens of people have been killed in protests since late 2016, when Kabila was scheduled to stand down at the end of his second elected term. Technically the last permitted under the Constitution. Kabila has kept power thanks to a constitutional clause enabling him to stay in office until a successor is elected. The United Nations, the European Union and world powers have repeatedly urged the authorities to stand by the latest polling date and ensure that the ballot is fair, free and credible.
4 Cameroon soldiers are reportedly arrested for their involvement in a disturbing video which shows them killing some women and children. The video received widespread condemnation on social media.
In the clip, men wearing military fatigues shot 2 women, including one with a baby on her back and a little girl. They are heard accusing the victims of being connected to the Islamist militant group Boko Haram. Both the UK and the US have expressed concern over the video and have called for those involved to be held accountable for their actions. Details of the arrest are still unclear, but a spokesperson for the government denies they took place. Communications Minister Issa Chiroma Bakari told the BBC that the government did not yet know the origins of the video. Amnesty International says it has credible evidence that the men in the video were indeed Cameroonian soldiers, based on an analysis of their weapons, speech, and uniforms. Rights groups have accused the Cameroonian armed forces of carrying out war crimes in their fight against the militant group.
We apologize for the disturbing images. May their souls rest in peace. With that, we come to the end of today's news in English, but before we go, a look at the top stories. Police force is happy with the decision to hand over presidential security to them. Director General of National Library is not happy with reading habits among Gambians. In business, popcorn business is booming in the Gambia. In sports, Tom Seinfeld has been unveiled as the new coach for the Scorpions of Gambia, while on the international front, some Cameroonian soldiers have been arrested over some killings which rocked social media a few weeks ago.
You're watching.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube and Twitter at PTV Gambia. Also, the news in Mandinka comes to you at 8 p.m. and Wolof at 9 p.m. I was your presenter Lamin Fall, and do have a wonderful weekend.